Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Not gonna lie, we got a bit of a surprise today when it comes to Vanguard's mid-season update, season 1.5 as they call it. Usually these updates go live overnight. However, Sledgehammer has actually pushed this update to go live a little bit early. It'll be live at 4 p.m. Pacific, right around the time this video goes up. There's quite a bit of changes we got to go over here. So as we cover them all, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. It would be seriously appreciated. And of course, if you're new to the channel or if you have not already subscribed, every single day I got you covered with all things going on in COD, from news to updates to loadouts to tips. It's all right here. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on, as right around 56% of viewers watching are not subscribed yet. So they start off by saying, yes, this update is set to go live at 4 p.m. Pacific, which is about 5 hours earlier than normal for whatever reason. But hey, it's earlier content. It is what it is. You may have noticed some intel from our social channels last week teasing some upcoming changes, so let's go ahead, let's get into that. They also say we're working on more things that you can expect to be updated in season 2, which is at this point only a couple of weeks away. So first things first, for stability, several sources of packet bursts have been identified and resolved, so that's a huge update. Several sources of crashing have also been identified and resolved. Xbox Series X players are no longer going to experience game crashing with CDN setting enabled, and players with keyboard and mouse will no longer result in controller needed messages, so a handful of stability updates there. For spawns, spawn logic has been tuned to improve small maps with high player counts. I'm thinking we're talking Shipment, probably DOS House, some of those smaller maps like that. Adjusted the spawn logic for domination on Dome. Hopefully it won't be as, consistent and easy to trap players. They also say spawns in Control have been significantly adjusted to prevent out of the map spawns on Tuscan, prevent spawning in enemies' lines of sight on Bowcage, then also to prevent players from spawning directly on teammates. Then for weapon, equipment, and bug fixes, attack and guard dogs now count towards Panzerfaust camo challenges, so they're still going to require the 3 streaks in one game. However, dogs now count towards that. Hopefully the challenge won't be too time consuming even with that updated. I wish they would have just changed it to double kills or triple kills. That would have made the most sense, but it is what it is. The Panzerfaust should be able to be completed after this update, and in turn, we should be able to unlock Atomic Camo, hopefully. The Reptilian Camo challenges now track on the STG, as do the Predatory challenges, so you should be able to, progress a little bit more on the STG. Hopefully it fully fixes it. The Katana Unlock challenge should now work properly. The 3-line can now be reloaded using the 3.5 times rifle scope. They adjust one of the career challenges there where you had to kill enemies while they had a spy plane active. That wasn't tracking since launch. They adjust an issue with care packages landing out of reach while playing Armageddon on Tuscan and DOS House. Camos are now going to appear in the intro sequence. Locked camos and attachments can no longer be swapped onto unlocked weapons. A bug resulting in missing post-patch flow has been fixed, and then also an issue with the Thunderhead blueprint has been fixed as well. Then we get into some of the balancing changes. This is pretty much just old weapon tuning that was delayed but is now going to be live. On the M1 Grand, they reduced the recoil. On the Type 99, they reduced the aim flinch and the ADS time, which is definitely much needed there. You can also retain the one-shot kill potential for chest shots when using smaller caliber ammo. On the 3-line, they also reduced the ADS time, and then on the Kar 98K, same deal. If you use smaller caliber ammo, you can still get that one-shot kill to the chest. For just general ammo, for hollow points, they removed the damage range penalty, so that's a little bit more worthwhile now. For equipment, the stun grenade had its damage reduced in hardcore, and they also reduced how long players are affected by stuns. And then the incendiary, the damage has been reduced. That's a huge nerf there. You absolutely love to see it. Now for kill streaks, on the mortar barrage, the duration of the mortar strike has been reduced. Huge update there. The number of mortar strikes per streak has also been reduced. Love to see that. And they also addressed an issue where mortar barrage deployment was inconsistent, so should be a little bit easier to get it down. But a big nerf to the mortar barrage there. Very much so needed. One of the most annoying streaks in the game. Glad to see that updated. For perks, there's now a slight delay on high alert before you can actually tell that an enemy's looking at you, so you have a little bit less time to react in most cases, I'd say. Dauntless now gives immunity to fire and burning effects, including incendiary rounds, the flame knot, and the lingering fire on the ground. And Fortified now reduces fire damage taken by 30%, and it also reduces excessive damage of all explosives. For maps, Polished Pass to improve and fix player collision with several map environments, and an overall Polished Pass to destructibles on all maps. For UI stuff, the seasonal challenge menu is now present in the challenges tab. Players will no longer experience visual rank swapping between players in private matches. The objective progression bar will no longer clip into reticles. Unintended distortion of the MVP images has been fixed. The continuous post-game level up animation has been fixed. And now for the store, menu navigation has improved when viewing and toggling between bundles. There is also the whole content update for zombies. We went over this in today's earlier video. Obviously, we're going to have Void, which now brings survival gameplay to Shino Numa, which is pretty cool. So you get some sort of round-based gameplay, but it's not permanent round-based gameplay. Like I said, we talked about that earlier. Von List's office is coming. We've got the Tome of Rituals, which basically allows you to upgrade different artifacts and whatnot. We've got all that going on. Pack-a-Punch camos are being introduced. The combat shield now is going to be available in the mystery box. There's some unlock challenges for the katana and the Wellgun. Not sure yet if the Wellgun's going to be available right as this update goes live. Usually that sort of stuff is time gated until the Warzone update goes live, and that'll be happening tomorrow night, so we're going to have to wait and see on that one. But obviously the Wellgun is going to be available after this update is out for all platforms and all titles. But that pretty much does it for these patch notes. Also, something I do want to, I guess, sort of reiterate. We skimmed through it earlier, but in their initial paragraph here, they do specifically say, we've heard your feedback on the issues you've been facing since Vanguard's launch and want you to know that we are committed to improving the state of Vanguard multiplayer. Bluntly speaking, not every fix in today's update is going to be a perfect fix. Some issues, especially with spawns and packet burst, might take us some time to thoroughly address. So while they should be better, obviously they adjusted spawns on some of the smaller maps on Dome and whatnot, and they also addressed packet burst a little bit. If you are still experiencing these things, they are aware of that. It's something that's still going to be in the game, and it's not going to be fully fixed with this update. So just a heads up, if you see these patch notes, you're like, okay, finally I can get on the game and not lag or not spawn 2 feet behind an enemy every single life. They are still going to be tuning that over the course of time. Hopefully by the time season 2 comes around, we'll have like full-on fixes for these things entirely. But yeah, just a heads up, there is going to be some other things that, while they are partially fixed, still do need some work. Definitely a good amount of changes here. Obviously, there's still a long way to go, but some of the big things here, obviously, the change to incendiary grenades is a very, very big one and a much needed one. Hopefully that makes some of the smaller maps like Shipment and DOS House a lot more playable. And of course, we can finally unlock Atomic Camo. It's been a long time coming. This really should have been fixed a long time ago. Like I said, I feel like they could have made the Panzerfaust just count for, you know, long shots that aren't direct impacts and made it double kills or triple kills for the final challenge, and that would have made it unlockable a long time ago. But better late than never, I guess. Atomic Camo should be unlockable now. We're going to be posting about that on the channel after I get it. I've been waiting for the Panzerfaust for almost a month now. I've had everything else done, so I'm going to be grinding the now 3 streaks in one game, unfortunately, hoping enemies can get some dogs and whatnot so I can take those out, and we'll get that unlocked. But yeah, overall, a pretty progressive update, I would say. Of course, there's still quite a few things that need to be updated. Season 2 is right around the corner, and hopefully in between then and now, we see some more updates that include some game fixes, some content previews and whatnot, and hopefully the communication improves as well. But all that being said, that is effectively going to wrap things up for this one. That is everything that changed in the new 1.10 update for Vanguard. That's going to wrap things up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by dropping a like on it. It would be seriously appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, or if you have not already subscribed, each and every single day I am always covering everything going on in COD, from news to updates to loadouts to tips. It is all right here. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.